Hey everyone, welcome to the first video of our exciting REST course. Hi, my name is Jitendra and today we are starting the absolute basics. So don't worry, if you have never written a single line of code, I am with you. In this video, we will walk you through the what exactly is programming and understand the difference between compiled versus interrupted languages using some real life examples. And don't worry, by end of this video, you will be able to explain these concepts to anyone, even you are non-tech or you are a tech person. That's completely fine. So let's keep it super simple. Our first question is, what is programming? So programming is just a way to communicate with a computer. I can say this is a simple to simple and easy to easy definition. We can say what is programming. So yeah, you can make a note for this or you can remind this. Programming is just a way to communicate with a computer. Imagine your computer is a super smart but completely clueless robot. If you want it to do something like want to open any file, want to show a message, or you want to play a game, you have to give instructions step by step. This is called a programming. I hope now you are clear about what is programming. Now let's take one example, a real life example. I will give you one command, or basically I want you to do one task. What you need to do, just take one copy and pen, and inside that copy you need to write one recipe. That can be of anything, whether it is of process of making tea or making chapati or something else. So how will you write the instructions? So you can do something like this. Step 1, add 1 cup of sugar. Step 2, mix for 2 minutes. Step 3, bake it for 30 minutes. This is a kind of instructions given to a specific human uh, that need to be executed step by step. In same way, a program is just like that. A recipe to the computer follows. But here is the catch. Computer don't understand human languages. They speak binaries. What exactly does this mean? Computers don't understand what we read, what we try to think, or what we try to understand. They always deal in zeros and one. Whether we are seeing any picture on the screen or whether we are seeing anything on the computer or any mobile or anything, it will always deal with 0 and 1. Now next we will move a little bit ahead. We will talk a little bit about high level languages. So we use high level programming languages like Python, JavaScript, Rust, C++, and many more. These languages are easier for human to understand, but they are still need to be translated into binary, the computer's language. As you know, developers can write code in form of coding, like we can have one div, or we can have one let variable, or we can mutate it, something like that. But it is only readable to the humans. Computer can't read that. So we will say the computer's language is different than human language. Now comes the $1,000,000 question. How is this translation done? This is very important question. I know it might not be asked by someone, but this is really a $1,000,000 question. Okay, so there are two main ways. First is compiled language, and second is interrupted language. I hope you have seen in my description this I have mentioned compiled languages and interrupted languages. Let's jump into these topics. So first we will see what is compiled languages. Imagine you are writing a letter in English and given to translate it. Who translates the entire letter into a Chinese before sending it? So what exactly here is happening? You are writing one letter in English and there is one person to whom you will give that English letter. Now what that person will do? He will translate that English letter into a Chinese and he will forward it to the next person. This is how compiled language works. You write your code and then use a tool like compiler. It translates your whole programming into a machine code, binary, before running it. Okay, so we will see in Rust, but you can see languages like Rust, C, C++, or Go are compiled. How their exactly flow works, we will see this thing. So first of all, what will happen? We will code. After that, it will compile through a compiler. Then it will execute the file and run like languages like Rust, C, or C++. But it is something different with other languages. We will not talk about them, but we will see only Rust in this playlist. Once our code is compiled, your program runs super fast because it's already in form of computer understandable. Now if you see a binary file, then binary file will look like combination of 0 and 1. You will not able to understand even a single line of thing, but computer can understand it easily without any load. Let's take one example. It's like a cooking a frozen pizza. It's already prepared. You just heat and eat. Okay, no need to chop, veg, or need to do anything with that. The thing is here, it's already prepared. Just the thing is, you need to bake it a little bit, or you can say you need to just heat it, and your pizza is ready. What is here benefit? So benefit here is it's a super fast, better for bigger applications. So in short, first compiled languages compile the code and execute on the system. Now imagine you given a speech and your translator is standing beside you, translating every sentence as you speak. What does exactly this mean? As you are saying, my name is Vijay. Just within a milliseconds, he will convert that sentence into a Chinese. That means this is how interpreted languages work. Here, code is read line by line and translated on the spot. Means at the time of build, there is no binary execution. Code is read by line, only then it is executed. Now we can say languages like Python, JavaScript, Ruby are interrupted languages. Now how they work, what are their flow? First of all, we will code. Now they are interrupted and they will execute line by line. I hope you have understood yet difference between interrupted languages and compiled languages. Compiled languages are like Rust, C++, Go, and interrupted languages are like JavaScript, Python, Ruby. So this make it easier for beginners. So you can see interrupted languages are easier for beginners because you can see the result instantly. It's great for learning and prototyping. Okay, now take one real world example. It's like making a Maggi noodles. Boil water, add noodles, add masala. You are done. Each step immediate without waiting. Easy to taste. Now, what are benefits here? It's easy to test and debug. Great for beginners, right? Anyone can do. Okay, now let's make one chart which will help us to understand exactly how things are there. Okay, so let's have a quick face off. So features we will see compiled and we will see interrupted. Okay, first of all we will see translation. So translation is done before running the code, and in interrupted it's while running the code. Now speed, in form of a speed, compiled language is much faster than interrupted language. Interrupted language is slower. Examples we can say of compiled languages like Rust and C++, and interrupted like we can say Python and JavaScript. There are more, but here we are taking only examples. So tool we need is compiler and interrupted. Okay, and in debugging, so yeah, for debugging purpose, Rust or C++, it's really harder because it is not harder, but it takes a little bit time. And in interrupted, it's easier because the code is executed line by line. But in Rust or C++, first binary file is created. After that, we execute that binary file, which take really long time, and development process is slow, but it's really super fast. Okay, so when you are building a game or performance heavy app, compiled languages are your friend. When you test quick idea or learning, interrupted languages are fun and fast. Okay, so this thing you need to remember. Okay, we have seen three topics here too. What is programming, interrupted, and compiled language. Now we will see where Rust fits. Now we will learn the Rust, but why we will learn Rust? What is the purpose, where it is used, and how it fits? So first of all, Rust is a compiled language, but it gives you the power of C++ with the safety of Python. Okay, that means Rust provides you the power just like a C++ and safety like Python. We can define here types which will help us to manage types as a TypeScript have, but it's really safe here in Rust. That means you get a performance and control without all the bugs and head catches. Okay, so in production or while creating a build, you will not be able to see such a long bugs. So we have under like our code is are under control. In this course, we will write Rust programs and use the compiler to turn them into a blazing fast apps. Okay, so this is what today main thing we need to discuss. I know video was a little bit long, we have discussed but the theories in further upcoming videos, like next 4 to 5 videos can be theory, but after that we will jump towards the coding part. Slowly we will increase our knowledge towards the Rust. Okay, at the end, so now you know what is programming, right? And how compiled and interpreted languages work. Okay, so in next video we will see little bit more advanced from programming. We will try to understand more about Rust. And yeah, stay tuned guys, stay connected. We will get in touch with the next video with upcoming. You can leave your doubts or your suggestions for this upcoming playlist, whatever you feel. I will try to improve in a next video. So yeah, thank you so much. I will catch up you in the next video. Thank you.